Well, I think it's probably that you didn't get a watch streak before because Twitch is very slow with rolling certain features out. Anyway, hi everybody. It's time for this garbage. I have a broken off pool cue, and apparently I don't have a, I apparently don't have a large weapon anymore. What happened? Wow, okay, listen. Yeah, I don't know what the whole specifics are there. I guess I'm saying I kind of hope they're good. But I don't know for sure yet. Anyway. Restock and remember that I have to press the confirm button. The way it's set up feels weird. Yeah, I'm assuming that what happened is that, like, because we were using the M60 or thing that resembled an M60, which is the heavy machine gun. We were using that in the last mission, so I would assume that that was, like, substituted out, because we're not allowed to just carry that thing around. Come on, that would be overpowered, which is why they should let us do it. Anyway. It's time to get on to... This is the last mission. I'm expecting this might be of some length, but I don't know for sure. If it's short, we'll play that Bubsy game demo, because I've heard it's good.
He always said he disappeared. Pretty boy told me there was a kill order on us. On all of us.
We're finally going to Michigan.
I knew they wanted Toledo dead. He told me himself. But not you two. You was just boys. Besides,
I mean, do you
Toledo
want to
made me
scare him?
promise I would never tell you. Neither one of you. My job was to protect you from the devil's hand.
Yeah, no,
like
supposedly
you
Bubsy 4D is, like, actually half decent from what people have seen so
I
far.
just never thought they'd come after you all.
I'm slightly
Not after all this
rattled
time.
by that as well.
How'd it start, Mac?
God damn it, Jake. You know I hate breaking a promise.
Yeah, but this is important, dude.
Your daddy once raced a guy from the gang named John McKenzie. But it wasn't your normal cash race. It was to win a girl. Your mama. Toledo was a hothead. He got drunk and gambled her when he ran out of money. Don't give me that look, boy. William weren't no saint.
John Ride to Hell,
My
yeah,
best
there he
friend.
was.
Something was messed up in him. Made him do stupid shit sometimes.
Yeah, stupid shit is
lost
one way to
race.
put it. He
would never
gambled
hand
his...
your mama over to nobody.
He gambled the woman that he fathered 2 children with away in a card game.
Furious when she found out what he
Into what is arguably a kind of slavery there. Jesus, man.
son of a bitch.
I,
He went on a rampage.
I'm not gonna lie.
Traders, his property, and
With all
sorts
of this,
shit. And then the fellas in the
it
gang,
kind of sounds like...
well, they bought into
It kind of sounds like John Ride to Hell, who is...
Brought you boys
I
over
think is
saying,
this
"We
Caesar
gotta get
guy.
in town." Took your mama with him. He made me
John
surrender
Ride to Hell sounds a little bit justified, at least in, you know, kicking things off.
as I would've done.
I don't know about
John,
killing his kids, unless they swear revenge, but clearly they don't know anything about it.
sane. Following
But,
after
you know,
Toledo,
something,
God,
cycle of revenge,
Then some folks came back saying,
destruction wrought,
caught.
as if this game actually has a moral.
John never found.
This is legitimately just like...
He don't look
a-
like a pussy.
Caesar.
This is just sort of like a game that's like a condensed version of all of those guys will look at this and say, hell yeah, kind of memes, except they failed at every aspect of it possible. Jeez 'em. Oh, he's got, like, for real grenades. Not just sticks of dynamite.
Mac, you okay?
What do you think, dude? He just got blowed up.
Yeah, I'm okay. Was that my bike?
It's gone. We gotta get out of here.
Well, all right, time to go on a high-speed chase on out of here while we've got our seriously busted up uncle here. I almost called him Grandpa, but that's not correct, obviously. But also, like, how old is this dude? Like, I don't know, 30 at most? Us, not Uncleman here. Because, hey, do we got is that a shovel? No, I think it's just the... No, it's some kind of hammer with a chain wrapped around it. Yeah, sorry. I did not mean Mac. I meant... I keep forgetting what our playable character is named. It's Jake. See, I would remember it eventually. I just had to actually remember it. But, like... He said early on that he did 3 tours of duty in Vietnam and 6 months training. And he probably would join the military fairly young, right? And, like, I'm no expert in any of this sort of, like, any of that, but I gotta assume that he's in his 20s, right? Meanwhile, Mac is probably, like, maybe in his 50s. Yeah. Again, I'm no expert in, like, anything related to the military, except that we kind of were mostly in Nam for reasons of trying to secure French colonialism a little bit. You know, not to bum anyone out, but most of the modern military history of America has basically been us trying to secure colonial interests in some way or fashion, especially in the more recent decades. The Ride to Hell wiki. Shut up. Is that even a thing? Okay, yeah, I don't think we're... Or do we get it from... No, we got a camera change, though, so... Like, clearly we had to have gotten somewhere. The only reason I could see why there would be a Ride to Hell wiki would be... Well, there's no real, that I'm aware of, crime involved in its development, aside from the end result, but, you know, pish posh. I would hazard... I would hazard here that if there was any reason why there would be, it would be for something kind of like the Limbo of the Lost wiki, which is a thing that exists. And for those of you who are for some reason not aware of Limbo of the Lost, which admittedly slightly old, extremely bad gaming lore here, Limbo of the Lost is rather infamous for being a game that is just absolutely loaded with plagiarism and a lot of stolen assets that, or otherwise just like stock assets that are presumed stolen because there's so much theft involved with the rest of the game that one would probably go, oh yeah, they absolutely stole that instead of paying whatever storefront had this asset originally. You know, when somebody does so much so wrong that you just hit a point of like, well, I cannot presume good faith anymore. So, it'd be something like that. I mean, obviously, again, less crime involved because as far as I know, there's no, like, nothing illegal happened here, no stolen assets that I'm aware of. I don't know, maybe the song wasn't licensed for use, the one that they use in this game. But I don't really know about that, and I don't really believe that to be the case. Anyway. This time crunch is ridiculous, by the way. Like, perhaps just a little bit too much. Oh yeah, he got completely blown away. Regardless, yeah. Point here is that definitely, I don't even remember what my point here was. But that's probably okay, because really, how much point do we actually need with this game? Like, oh boy, this sure is a video game for some reason. You'll notice that it really hasn't taken very long for any of my, like, oh, well, I like the idea on paper to have really kind of evaporated with this game. Because, like, what's the point of goodwill at this point? This game plays like such shit, and it just, all it does is stress me out and make me upset. I mean, yes, technically it is above the quality of some of the games that you end up with on Steam Greenlight, where they literally didn't include a launcher. But that's truthfully not saying a lot, is it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, the time limit has disappeared, so I guess it was just one dodge at the end. Okay. Like, yes, technically you can play this video game. I would not suggest that you do.
I'm proud of you, Jake. Nobody has ever stood up to them like this before. But don't underestimate Caesar. He's gonna be stacked, that's for sure. Every gang member in the state will be with him.
I've come this far.
I don't know, we seem to have done pretty well against these guys, considering that we only have two modes, Glass Cannon and John fucking Wick.
Mac, Jake, you read me?
Tyrell?
Anyway.
Jake, I looked into that situation from before. Shit's hit the
Looks
fan. The devil's hand
looks different, all the drawings. Maybe they were just from, like,
what my guy out at the trailer park was doing.
massively different, different drawings.
The truck ain't legit. Ain't
Or
nothing in
different
there
time
I can think
periods
you know
of drawings,
It was
specifically,
last
I guess.
Heading to Fogwood. You gotta help me out. I'll see you right, Jake.
I'm on it. Take care of
Because,
I'll
again,
be back as soon as I can.
let's not forget about the massive amount of time that this game spent in development hell, where it should, quite frankly, have stayed, really. Like, Eutechnics could have gone about their life just continuing to make mediocre NASCAR games every year, and nobody would know who they are. Unfortunately, now, nobody knows the name anyway, except for people like me who are complete lunatics who specifically looked that up. And or remember it from that one, yeah, Matt from Two Best Friends Play did a video on Ride to Hell Retribution one time of this sort of like what happened here kind of thing, because really I'm sure that there is like an actual story there. I don't remember a whole lot past that, but like, again, this game's development was a total mess. So Jacob, can you not make your bicycle accelerate a little? Bicycle, wow. Can you not make your motorbike accelerate a little bit here? bicycle, I say, and also motorbike, as if it's like an e-bike or something. Which, I mean, I've seen the ridiculous speeds that some of those get up to, and it's like, how is this not, like, legally classified as a motorcycle? I mean, especially when it's already a motorized bicycle. That seems like some kind of a scam. Weight class? Okay, that does make some sense, I suppose. Like, maybe not the most anybody's ever seen, but more than zero. Let's go with that. But at least that is a reason. I must give credit to that. Whoa. Man, why do we have to go through the construction site? This is where we're going to get horribly killed by all these heavy machineries. Machineries, yes. Jesus. Oh, is that thing gone? It's not gone yet. Duke Nukem? Wait. No, Duke Nukem was mentioned in the first stream. I don't think we can get away with that again. Bulls, 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 bulls. Wait. Yes, it is sort of like designed like that, but it's just... What is the point of bullet time if you're slowed down as well, right? Like, the last time I saw anything related to The Matrix was over a decade ago, surely. But this is just like the game slowing down. I think the idea is supposed to be that nobody at the, you know, who directed this game understands anything about, like, direction whatsoever. And just thinks, oh, well, it's just there so that way it looks cool to you, the audience. And listen, a lot of people did put bullet time stuff into various productions because they saw it in The Matrix and they were like, that's cool! But it's not why that... Like, it's not why it's there. It's... Then again... very much on point for this game, where it's, like I said, just all about, like, the condensed form of guys will look at this and say, hell yeah. The entire game is functioning off of what it perceives as being cool. Unfortunately, you know... Oh, this dude got like a paddle? No, it's a wrench. Never mind.
Asshole!
Oh, that was shockingly easy. All right. It's completely free. Okay. Hey, you've got an axe. Take it out in the start of the fight, you dingus. Wait, did he not die from the moment we got the slowdown? That would be a little weird. Huh. Surprising.
You really think you can beat me? Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, see, sometimes we're getting the slowdown for just, like, making him flinch, or maybe Maybe they've got, like, extra lives.
Read my lips. Fuck you.
They've got their Totem of Undying equipped or something. I don't know.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you
Dick wad.
bitch.
They're coming from which direction? Oh, they're already here. Ah, yes. See, I thought it was from up on the hill, but I was like, I don't see I don't see any of this stuff. But maybe it was just bad camera angle on my part, which is always a distinct possibility. Unfortunately, all these dudes are like heavily armed, so I need a moment here to actually try to clear these guys out. Ah, good timing for me to die right after the thing, and the guy's like doing his stupid little taunting animation, huh? Alright, come on, game. Load it up properly for me.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you dick wad, bitch.
Ah, I see what the problem is. They all were going that way. Yeah, there's a dog in the background somewhere. That dog doesn't deserve to be having to deal with this. Dog deserves better than being in Ride to Hell Retribution, I'll tell you that for free.
Read my lips. Fuck you. No way I'd lose to the likes of y'all.
Yeah, I get it, George Bush. Anyway. Is that all the dudes? It can't possibly be all the dudes, right? There's at least one more of these goons around here. Pause. And it says take out the thugs and reclaim the truck. But I don't see where the rest of these gooners are. Oh, now I hear one of them shooting finally. There you are.
Time to roll me back. He's mine.
Shit, stop. I'm looking
Got him.
for Caesar. Where is he? I don't know. Where was the truck going? Stop! No, please! I'll tell you what I know! Go on. Caesar! He's planning a war against you.
Yeah, what else is new? We already know that, man.
Kill Gordon. Ah! I know that, genius. What else? The truck is supposed to go to him. The weapons are for his army. Where is he? I don't know. Please. Please. Get out of here.
Surprised he let that guy live. Again, considering all the random people he just did not. Looks like Mikey, I don't know.
Holy shit!
Yeah, see, the truck is much easier to deal with. We just hold R2 and steer. I think if we just ram anything, it just dies. Yeah. I guess just don't get hit by bombs. Okay. In theory, this part will be mostly painless. I'm sure we're about to find out that that's not the case. What's sad is, I can say this is not the worst driving mechanics I've ever played in a game. It's bland as shit, but like, slide the truck under a tanker. That would be funny. Unfortunately, that means the game won't do it on purpose. But, like, this isn't perfect driving or anything. It is a little bit bouncy, but I gotta tell you, I've played games where the driving feels worse. Like, for example, the first Sly Cooper game. That game just kind of, you know, driving the van in the couple of parts of that game that you have to drive the van feels like shit. Especially, God help you, that one mission where you have to, what was it, break all the TVs before the lava slugs get it? Yes, it was that stupid. I recall that. It was such complete nonsense as destroy more TVs than the lava slugs in the fifth chapter of Sly Cooper. Like, what? And yeah, that part is like actually one of the worst feeling things that I've ever played in any decent video game, otherwise decent video game. Ooh, rocket launcher. Yes, I like the sound of that.
This'll do.
Jake, help!
Ellie,
They're here! The Devil's Hand are here!
tell me what's happening.
I can hear them. They're close.
I was gonna say, how far away is the army base? Would we know about them?
Ellie! Matt!
Also, I gotta say, how many people are in this one motorcycle gang?
No! No! No!
You're expressing those emotions very, very well, Jake. Like, this would actually be a moment that should be quite emotional. Like, clearly he's not having a good time with that, but, you know, they animated it so well, and the voice acting. And this would actually, again, this should be a thing that he should, you know, rightfully be like, you know, having a moment of like flashbacks, you know, again, suddenly losing a family member, of having them murdered by these guys. But anyway, yeah, bad job at voice acting. I understand you guys probably didn't have enough money to pay for a second take or for a voice director, but Jesus, buddy, I think you want a better rocket launcher than what you've got. Listen, we live in a world where there's
Are you okay?
double
Did they
chainsaws.
hurt you?
So, like,
Jake.
ridiculous
Hello, Jake.
artillery seems like
Found my note. Thanks for coming.
something not,
Sorry about the old man.
to wonder if they paid for the first take.
I had to make sure you get the message.
Look, I gotta
Jake.
say, I can't exactly expect anybody listening to that and going, yeah, they should have paid for the first take. But obviously, I mean, worker deserves to be compensated.
Ellie?
Her hands are huge, too.
Hate him. I've always hated him.
Well, he does seem like a bit of a scumbag for other reasons, but like, nobody in this story is coming out of this looking good except for, like,
My mom.
her, basically.
That's when I started
Basically
hearing
her
stories
and the
about people
child
you
who
killed.
died at the very beginning.
I heard what he'd done to your family, and I came to
And
find
Mac doesn't seem that
was
bad.
true.
I guess Tyrell.
That's when I met Mikey, and he was so sweet, even after all the things my father did. I helped him and Mac however I could.
You knew who 666 was. You pushed me to keep going, even when I wasn't sure anymore if I could. For Christ's sakes, why didn't you just tell me?
I wanted to. I really did, but I just couldn't. I had no idea where my father was, but you were the only person who seemed strong enough to get to him. And I had a family at last, Jake. I had Mikey and Mac, and then you. I didn't want to let that go. I'm so sorry.
Watching this dysfunctional farce is such a smile. I just wish I could hear that babble.
Ellie, look at me. How many of them?
An army. They're everywhere.
Why would she know, dude?
This is the end, Jake.
Like, what? Is she doing the head count for this?
Maybe, but not for us. Get up on those bleachers. Now.
Caesar! Show yourself!
Howdy, cowboy.
Little orphan Jakey.
Oh, look at this dude. He just looks like some
Nobody to see.
guy.
No one to come home to.
Yeah,
wonder
it's...
what happened to Pops.
Nobody involved here is having, like, good plans, you know?
Mark on me.
You kill them! Just like you kill everything, you bastard! I hate you! I hate you! I wish you were dead!
Why is the word "you" capitalized in that second
Daddy's talking.
sentence?
Now where was I? Sowed seeds of distrust, made fun of the dead, started prepared. Oh yes. Dearest mother and father. You see, Jake,
I was in Retribution.
back at the start, I had big plans. Plans to expand. But your dad, well, he wasn't too keen on that. All the
So,
things he
we can
cared
only
for was
sort of,
beer,
like, sometimes
racing,
hear the echo inside this building,
Mom.
as opposed to outside, and I can't tell if it's
Anything.
on purpose or not.
Daddy was always too nice and goody-goody.
Oh, is that why he gambled away the woman that he fathered 2 children with when he was drunk in a card game?
Right? I'll take that.
He was
as a yes.
because he was too much of a goody-goody? Yeah, all right.
I started doing what I wanted, and your pop didn't like it. I mean, really. What's wrong with a little violence here and there? Jake,
American.
Reason to feel guilty.
Wait.
you and I are cut from the same cloth. Anyway, I tried to keep it all quiet. But really, I wasn't happy taking orders. Killing people is just too much fun. And scared people give you anything you want. Isn't that right, soldier? It was so easy.
Wow, what a
I
guy.
started the devil's hand to harvest this rich crop I'd found.
And he's got quite a bit of,
Dad lost everything, aside from his woman, that is. So I made him a bet. We
Yeah, is that
one
cross symbol
last
one that
time.
was used by bikers by this point?
He wins, he keeps everything. And I cover his debts. But if he loses, I take his bike and your mom.
Because, like...
Damn idiot lost! Slashed my face when I went to rightfully take my prize. He took the bike.
Okay, yeah, the Iron Cross was adopted by outlaw motorcycle clubs in the 1960s
A damn
as a
fool!
symbol of rebellion and probably for shock value. I gotcha. Okay, so it's not so anachronic as I was... Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was wearing it... If the, I wasn't sure if the Iron Cross that he was wearing was, like, out of time or not. Because I know that that is a thing that I see on bikers,
Watch them drown.
like,
Cats in a bag.
as one of those things. And it's like, man, that's kind of cring.
Enough of this.
Because of the associations of the Iron Cross symbol. You also see that a couple of times in certain heavy metal things.
The way I see it, the good book says...
Like, really, I think Lemmy is the only guy who gets to wear an Iron Cross and not look like, you know. Anyway. Asterisk inside the heavy metal sort of community.
Not even death.
Or I guess after
What makes you think
the
you'll
two world
survive,
wars.
John?
Kill him! Now! Now! Now!
Yeah, it's a choice, all right. Okay, so do we have our big gun? We sure do. I don't think that just, like, using the rocket launcher willy-nilly is going to be a very effective use of our resources, though. In fact, I may end up in such a position where it's like, oh, hey, they give me a rocket launcher for the final level. Oh, you mean the dynamite might have been better. Although it will take care of that turret pretty easily. And we can't use that fucking thing, so... I mean, yeah, why don't we just deal with this the way that we dealt with the snipers in Half-Life? / Black Mesa, because that was the version that I played, but Half-Life nonetheless. You kind of have to do that in Half-Life 1 anyway, so... At least I think you have to do it in Half-Life 1. Also nice, we just took a rocket in the face and we're not dead. Plus our HP regen is kicked in, so we're good to go. I'm surprised that a dude would, like, see some other dude take a rocket launcher, take a rocket-propelled grenade in the face and just keep going and wouldn't just be like, okay, I give up immediately. I gotta at least admit that these dudes have some semblance of tenacity, and that's kind of impressive. Of course, they haven't introduced video games with, like, smell-o-vision yet. Oh god, my sound cut out. And with, like, quite a fart there. Maybe my sound has stopped capturing. 1 second, I'm actually going to plug and unplug this. And yeah. Again, not that anybody really cares too much, but that was quite odd. And also, you know, technically I want to give the thing its you know, it should remain functional or something. Even when the game is bad. That was quite bizarre. Can my regen kick in, please? No, I guess it can't. Okay. Good times. I don't know how far up or not I am here, so... Okay, yeah, so we're in prior cutsceneville. I get to skip several cutscenes in order to push the thing along here.
Nothing has stopped me so far.
That's so weird. Why do I have to, like, skip every cutscene multiple times, man?
I never thought you'd get this far. Maybe they tested stuff out on you nom-boys after all.
It may be the case. Also, like, what are you talking about, dude? Alright, blow that up prematurely. That may not have been the play, because the turret is indestructible, apparently. Well. Yeah, alright. So... enter cover. No!
Pussy son!
I was too busy being stunned. Well, that's okay. We get to press skip cutscene like 6 more times in order to actually skip the cutscene, because for some reason, pressing skip cutscene only, like, cuts through chunks of it at a time. I love how frequently we just find, like, new ways in which this game is completely jacked up in terms of just, like, design flaws, really.
Stick to that motherfucker like napalm!
Wow, okay, dude. I get it. And we got, unfortunately, comboed there because there were still a couple of dudes with actual bullets. I don't know how many rockets we're allowed to carry. I presume 8 to match with the dynamite because they are, like, on the same type of weapon, technically, according to the shopkeeper, anyway. So maybe we are kind of...
Toledo was a disgrace.
Yeah, we start with 5.
Pussy son!
But I assume that at least part of that is just a matter of, like...
This is like a big old party!
Because every time we start the, Oh, God. Yeah, I missed completely there. Yeesh. That one was kind of fired off a little recklessly. So the thing is that, like, every time we had to get dynamite, we started off with either 2 or 3. Even that one mission where it was like, hey, you already have this. By the way, you still need to pick it up again. So, like, I don't know. I feel like what I'm saying here is that numbers are fake. Oop.
Your mama was mine, Jake. I won her fair and square.
Whoa! That was a massive blast radius. It didn't seem like it was necessarily commensurate to what it had been before, but I could be wrong, because most of the time we usually just take those in the face, and that time we didn't heal fast enough for it.
Stick to that motherfucker like napalm!
I mean, yeah, it's one of those like, okay, it's very much a problem where nobody here looks good. It's kind of impossible to take a side in something like this because, like, yes, okay, the dude is absolutely, you know, wormed his way out of a bet, out of paying a debt that he should be paying. Meanwhile, what exactly is the deal here? That, like, do you expect me to think anything in either direction of, like, bro is out here literally gambling a woman away? That's kind of, like, super duper unacceptable, to put it mildly. Everybody in this story, except for the people who basically don't do anything, rather, kind of come out of this looking like absolute shit, I'm not gonna lie. Like, literally, I think only the kids are not, except maybe for the, again, for the army sergeant, which, here's a weird, fun bit of trivia here that I would like to point out, is that the army sergeant's full name, Tyrell is not his surname, but everybody's just been calling him Tyrell the entire time. And his full name in the game is Tyrell Jones, according to what I've read. And yet everybody is just calling him, like, Sergeant Tyrell. Yeah, okay, you try calling your sergeant, or a sergeant period, by sergeant and then their first name, and see how, you know, how well that does for you, right? See if you don't get your ass handed to you in some way or another. I'm pretty sure that's considered to be rather disrespectful, to put it nicely. Like, again, no expert here, but yeah, I mean, again, arms dealer, that's true. He probably shouldn't get a pass here either, because he is selling guns to a biker gang. Granted, a biker gang of literally just 3 people, but a biker gang nonetheless. And, you know, not just 3 people. We are talking about the fact that, again, we've definitely killed, like, actual hundreds of dudes in a quest for the stupidest revenge that, you know, it's not great, is the point here. But it is also like, hey, he's not personally murdering hundreds of people in a fit of blind rage. I mean, I guess, if you say so.
Tested stuff out on you non-boys after all.
There's definitely someone else around here.
Maybe they tested stuff out on you non-boys after all.
What the fuck are you babbling about? Oh, is he trying to imply that they gave this guy drugs to make him a super soldier? Boy, my assessment of this game in terms of the, like, what it kind of adds up to, not changing with that. But okay, perhaps I'm going the wrong way, and it's actually this path that opens. But I'm supposed to be going towards the building, aren't I? Eh.
Knock that son of a bitch out of the park.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, see, now, the thing I also want to follow this up with regard to all of the discussion of character morality and stuff, is that there is a place for things that are, like, nobody comes out of this looking good, that are interesting. But when the game is trying this hard to make this guy look good, which really, I feel that it's quite fair for us to say that this game is attempting very much to pick a side in terms of any of the morality at play here. Like, this game definitely wants us to believe that Jake is a hero. I almost said Mike, but there's a place for things like that, you know, for stories that are about ambiguity in terms of nobody looks good or who is or is not a hero or anything like that. This game is definitely not that game. The game I want is Yakuza. I mean, that's probably true. You know, that was almost cool until the axe just clipped straight through the guy's head and then appeared to get him on the other side of it. So thanks a fucking lot, game. See, I think the problem here is that the Yakuza games actually appear to be good. Like, I'm no expert here, but surely, as much as Sega makes business decisions that are stupid and I hate, and I don't claim to understand how they are, you know, how they make sense sometimes, I think the idea that they would make 800 or however many Yakuza games there are, there's like 9 or something, right? Not counting remakes. I think it's 9. It might be 8. Either way. Listen, Sega may not necessarily be the most sensible or make business decisions that I necessarily like or agree with. Looks at all the gacha mechanics in PSO2. You know, nice of you to sell this entire game's server, this game with content that I don't think is very good, entirely on the back, basically, of selling people cosplay of Inanis or whatever her name, the tentacle VTuber. This is a big joke, but they did have a lot of they had a lot of cosmetic items, again, available through a gacha system of sorts that were based on a couple of groups of VTubers at various points, because listen, it might be a little bit mean to look at that game and say it's designed to appeal to gooners, but I mean, there is probably some extent to which that's not necessarily wrong, because oh, come on, I was almost home free there, game. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, point here is that I am no great fan of PSO2, or really a lot of Sega's business decisions in general. But my point here is that I don't think they would make as many Yakuza games as they have if they weren't at least decent. Like, there's got to be at least some playability there. Unfortunately, that probably means that they're disqualified from this entire show. No, I've played good games on here before, I swear.
Maybe they tested stuff out on you now, boys, after all. all party. Here comes the dead man.
Anyway, back to it. I think that turret is just kind of a trap, and I mean, realistically, so are these guys. So is that position, really. Now, thankfully, they basically approached me single file, so they just funneled straight into my bullets there,
Knock that son of a bitch out of the park.
which is great. Okay, that did hit a guy. But this game just kind of loves having the slowdown on any explosion, so at least sometimes. Fuck. Get to safety. Yeah. But keep in mind that that was also a case where I aimed once and the game just fed me the rest of the kills. So let's not cheer or anything for me managing to pull off the easiest set of shots in the game. It's just a pity that it's not going to last because, you know, they got this going on now here. Oh, you know what'll help here, baby? Maybe not. I don't know if I hit anything there. I swear, that dude is like dodging sideways when I shoot at him. Sometimes, at least. Ugh! Yeah, at this point, I'm just going for body shots, really, because this part has all gone completely to shit.
They tested stuff out on you now, boys, after all.
Yeah, it's very nice how they've all got the Metal Gear Solid headband on. Meanwhile, I'm over here having to worry about, well, vaguely worry about how many shots I've got anyway. Just go for body shot. Yeah, that guy's dead. Now that guy just showed the side of his head directly to me. So we'll take those when they're free. But apparently at a range that even this gun stops giving you free shots. Sometimes.
Disgrace. Just like pussy son.
Fuck! No! We were doing good there, but unfortunately there really are just like... Bro, it was like they were respawning. Again, how many guys do we need in one place? And why can't you put a checkpoint before that if it's going to be this big horde? Oh, right, because video games will frequently use checkpoint starvation as a form of difficulty because... Video game design. Can you imagine actually knowing how to do it decently? I can't.
Get this far. Maybe they tested stuff out on you now, boys, after all.
There we go. That's good.
Roll me a
Get out of the way.
Mama was mine, Jake. I won her fair and square.
Shut up, you freak. God.
We are unstoppable.
Get.
Here we go. We are unstoppable. It's ass kicking time.
Toledo was serious. Just like
Pussy stunt!
He very well might have gotten pretty close to it. I didn't see for sure.
Mama was mine, Jake. I won her fair and square.
God, I really need you to shut the fuck up, asswipe. If only because you have 2 lines and you keep repeating them ad nauseum. You're barely even a character at this point, man. Okay, well that at least seems to have gotten a couple of dudes, I think. Just get to the other side here. And then, of course, the L1 button refuses to work because we're standing by cover, but we're not in cover. Because, again, that's just how this game functions, air quotes. Excuse me.
Mama was mine, Jake. I won her fair and square.
There.
Your knees, man.
If I say are there more of them? The answer is regrettably yes. Alright, I want to clear these out, because if I have to fight a bunch of these rocket launcher chucklefucks again, which I will, but I would prefer to not have the possibility of them having something that can blow up on the side there. I'm not using the turret because it can't hit the broadside of a barn.
I won her fair
Like,
and square.
It's really, really, I don't even think it has a targeting reticle, which is an idea, all right, on some level. Whoa. Ugh! Fuck. The rocket stunned there. I think I got hit by something else, but I heard a second explosion. So if he was firing those rockets back to back, that's obscene. If there's 2 rocket guys, that's less, but that's still kind of bad in terms of not being a great fight to deal with. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, oh, right, you guys spawn out of that thing. Right. Whatever. I deserve it at this point. For not remembering to just do that immediately. Take care of the SMG, dickhead, because he, for some reason, is, like, really strong. Let's use this to...
Stick to that motherfucker like napalm!
Use this to try to take these guys out. Yeah. There is absolutely no jumping for some reason, too. Like... Why can this guy not jump on any level? Well, I guess... I don't know. Does that introduce the prospect of platforming in this game as a consequence? That sounds horrifying. Never mind. Maybe I'm happy about it. Yikes. Yeah, like 3D platforming is not great in general. I'm not a huge fan of it. And it can be really, really bad in games that are not designed for it. Me, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Just run, dude. Just run. Just run. Just run. Just run. Just run. Get out of there. Sweet shit, man. Yeah, at least they didn't suddenly... Again, double tap with a rocket launcher. With very much a single shot rocket launcher to emphasize it. Granted, I would assume that most rocket launchers are, by and large, single-shot weapons, but still. Cripes, get out of the way. Yeah, I would assume that... Oh, really? I would assume that trying to build a multi-shot style of this particular type of rocket launcher, not a great idea. You know, he ain't exactly out here with, like, one of the trucks that you get in Advance Wars so you can fight air units. And never be able to move the fucking thing, really, because it has 4 movement and is on wheels. God damn it! I think he did it again this time. Fuck! I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say the thing that I usually say about bad games like this, because I genuinely believe it to be 110% true. Nobody tested this. I don't know. I've never seen it happen before. Anyway, I know nobody tested this because, like, there's no way. There is absolutely no way that they had enough to get anybody to test this. Like, no fucking way.
Stick to that motherfucker like napalm!
By the way, I think everybody probably knows this already, you know, and stuff of internet legend and that. This game, they didn't distribute copies to critics. The critics who had to review this all had to buy their own copies of the game. Ow. That was
Mama was mine, Jim.
a very high-risk move, but thankfully I got all of them. Yeah, they did not distribute copies to critics, so... Yeah, you know, that tells you how proud of the results they were. Yeah, I know, that costs money, right? Oh, and there's a second explosion, so yeah, I got double shot by the guy I didn't know was using the rocket launcher because he's too far away. I mean, I suppose, but like... Do you mean worse? Because I think on some level there's something almost insulting about being given this as a gift. It's like, oh yes, you want me to give you a good review for this? This is your comically small bribe? Is one of the worst video games anybody has ever developed, let alone played? Now, I would find that funny. I wouldn't be very happy about it, but I'd find it funny. But I also admit that I'm a sick bastard, so... Well, I'm different. I'm not a professional critic. Or at least I don't not a professional game reviewer, I guess. Arguably, I constitute a professional critic because I have a YouTube channel where I do video game criticism and I have a Patreon associated with it. where I get less than $5 a month because nobody actually cares about any of that horse shit. All the people who are like, oh, well, who talk about video games as art, really, they just want the prestige associated with it. They don't want the actual criticism attached to it. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have an exclamation plug command that is specifically to my YouTube channel. But, I'm lazy. As you can tell by the fact that it took me however long to... why I still haven't implemented the soundboard thing that I was going to yet. What? Jesus! Fuck. Yeah, I knew that was going to be the guy. That was significantly less slow than usual, but I don't know, the damage on that seemed a lot higher, but regardless, I can't fight this. Like, I don't know how to do this. That's perfectly fair. Okay, so what do we got? A total of 13 dudes in this location. I mean, again, that, as usual, is quite reasonable.
Just like pussy son!
Well, he shot way low there, so... Can you break into the run faster, you dumb asshole, please? This is kind of important. Like... God, it really does take so long with you having the R2 key held down there. Key, I know what I said. This is a strange choice of word, I agree. But that dude absolutely switched weapons. Like, that was the same dude who was pecking me with rifle shots a minute ago, and he just switched.
I won the fair and square. Your mama was mine. I won her fair and square.
Wow. I'm so glad I can hurt myself with my own explosions. Also, dude literally just repeated the same line twice, like literally right back next to each other. The only reason why I want to see this out is just to make this guy shut the fuck up. They're dodging my rockets. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Finally, I landed a headshot on that guy. I don't know, dude. You spend an awful lot of time calling a guy who's killed 100 dudes just here a pussy. That's I don't know that that's necessarily the description I'd use for for it. You know, call him a loser if you want, but like, especially as you're a, you know, a leader of a bicycle gang. Listen, I don't think most bikers really think that about guys who do that much murder. That's definitely a choice. I mean, obviously it's because he's trying to get under the guy's skin and he's not actually, like, well-spoken in any real motherfucking regard. Okay, those have got to be new guys. Ugh! This is such ass, dude.
Get this far. Maybe they tested stuff out on you now, after all. Pussy son!
How many times are you going to repeat the same 2 lines? Like, you literally had 3 lines worth of taunts here, and that's it. And it's getting so goddamn annoying. Like, man, this is what people think Bubsy is like. Anyway, just with different phrases. Ugh. Christ. At bare minimum, at least I can just, like, go back behind the wall. Oh, hey, you finally took off your invisibility cloak!
Maybe they tested stuff out on you non-boys after all.
It's not even like he's hiding behind the wall. He's doing significantly more than just that. Okay, he's finally dead. I saw him fall over after I put probably literally 50 bullets into him. Like, what? Am I gonna have to start outfitting my weapons with bump stocks to be able to finish this game? Christ. The way better be open over here. About time. Also, the game had better start giving me a checkpoint sometime soon, because, like, seriously, after all this horse shit?
Keep the hair right up that foot.
I do not know, and I've never had to think about it, but it would explain some things, that's for sure. But no, I think the enemies are just, like, stupidly high HP to encourage you to do headshots.
I won them fair and square.
And yeah, that's definitely not a safe location to be, because of course it's not. Because as before, what is even the point of cover if they literally can just shoot around it? Anyway, get back in there, you stupid motherfucker! I was holding that button down. You had no reason to get out of there, and we're still getting shot in the shoulder. Get behind the cover that I am telling you to get behind, dude. Like, otherwise, again, literally, what is the point? Holy fuck, man. Like, is the idea supposed to be just to force you to move around or something? Because, honestly, that's still not good gameplay mechanics. I mean, also, that's literally the worst rocket launcher I think I've ever used. Which is, you know, high marks, really.
This is a big old target.
Oh, and of course, there's another rocket launcher dude right there. Ugh. Thankfully, I can just run down the hill. Okay, so we got some rockets back, and by some I mean 2. Here, this is a rifle with actual ammo, unlike the one that we unfortunately had to abandon because you can the one size fits all nature apparently of rifle ammo only counts when you're buying them in town. So now that we've slaughtered an entire biker gang here, like for the 20th time. Okay, so it's time for us to drive now, as we switch game modes again suddenly. I'm assuming so. Concentrate on taking out the remaining... Yeah, I know. Bosses have contractual immunity until you kill all their goons. We saw that with 666 at one time recently. Which was... I think that was last session, yeah.
Just tell me one thing. Did you know he had a kill order on me?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen him for years.
So why didn't you say anything?
I always meant to, but I guess I always chickened out. I thought you guys would hate me for who my father was. Mikey meant so much to me. And Mac was like a real dad, you know?
I guess I can see that.
What else can you see?
I can see Caesar right up
You can't see
ahead.
shit through
Hold
these
on.
opaque glasses. Oh, okay, that's not quite true, but... Okay, so why are you putting me in this perspective here with an axe out instead of... Okay, so can we only use the pistol for this instead of like... How did you default to that? Nothing in this game is sensible whatsoever. What else is new? Whoa. Careful. Well, that's a very short segment so far. Are we going to have to deal with the... Oh no, the oil tankers are coming after us. Oh god. And he's shooting fucking rockets at us.
Fuck you!
At a truly, like, insane rate. Like, game, you are completely out of your head here. I kind of wish that the guy would go when we did that to dudes on the bike, but that face close up is pretty good bad in its own right. So And here comes the grenades.
Dead. Fuck me.
Bro, that bike literally blew up on you. How did you not get affected by that other than the plot of the game being like that?
Fucker.
You know, when you think about the amount of shit that everybody else has survived, all the random grunts basically being like complete mountains of HP kind of makes a little bit more sense in retrospect. Because, like, again, this dude in front of us literally tanked the bike, another bike exploding on him, and nothing happened. Just completely unflappable.
Damn it. You got the brake cable.
Won't stop now!
Not like we have a choice. Ellie, you down this.
But
When I jump, take the handle. Hold them tight and straight.
what the hell are you doing?
He's gonna go jump on this dude and fight him on the bike. You wanted one more QTE-based pummeling sequence before all was over. No, you fucking didn't. Wow, he stole his goggles. Okay. Well, I guess now he can't pull the "you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you" bit on us. Can we? Oh, I see. We're gouging his eyes out. I gotcha.
Stay cool.
Ellie!
Just like the old Demo Man bit. Oh, sorry. And he's out of here. Admittedly, he definitely probably was a little bit less durable than King Dick was. Like, for what little that's worth. Which is to say,
over.
absolutely nothing.
We did it, Mikey.
Or perhaps even less than absolutely nothing. Wow, good job, dude. You fulfilled the cycle of revenge, but everybody you've ever known and loved is dead.
Are you okay?
Except for your brother's girlfriend.
We aren't dead, are we?
Which
Not yet, anyway.
I gotta say that if you're starting a relationship with her on any level, which I don't know that that's necessarily going to happen, but, like, I don't feel great about that on a certain level. That, however, is the end of Ride to Hell Retribution. Fuck every single person who is named in these credits. I hope bad things have happened to every single one of you. Tav, please. Her tits aren't big enough for that. They'd have to model a whole new skeleton. I mean... Anyway. No credits music, BT dubs. So... Did I just see the name Gary Johnson? It's not that Gary Johnson, but... I gotta say, whenever I see the name Gary Johnson, I do kind of barf a little bit after a politician. But I digress. Maybe that's mean, but also nobody in this credit sequence deserves anything nice to happen to them. So here's my recommendation if you would like to play Ride to Hell Retribution. Step 1. Don't. Step 2. Watch maybe a couple hours at most of someone else playing it. Because whatever humor that you can get from seeing how bad of a mess this game is won't last through the entire game. It does not. This is a game that failed at literally everything that it set out to do, I think. Oh, I thought for a second that guy's name was Gary Stu, which would be very funny because of the the name that concept is attached to. Eutechnics Hong Kong. I didn't know that they had any sort of studio presence outside of the UK. Several people in this credit sequence have to have like not gotten paid, right? I can't imagine that these guys have enough money to do that. Lead environment 3D artists, just Nick. Were they afraid of any of these dudes getting poached? Hey, there it is. The licensed song that we've heard through there, Pressure and Time by Rival Sons. It did get into the credits. That's incredible. I thought for sure it wouldn't. And this company is listed as Cohort. I thought that said co-host for a second. And that would have been quite sad because co-host was almost a pretty cool platform until they didn't actually have money. But I don't know. Yeah, you might say that they were afraid of them getting headhunted, if you will, by a guy with a big, big axe. But anyway. Voice actors, yeah. That phrase is a bit of a stretch. Guy just being called Chip. I don't know. That sounds funny. Chris Pratt can't possibly have been much worse than Chris Pratt. Boo. Long, easy jokes that have existed for too long. Anyway. Special thanks to Unreal, and Unreal is deep down just kind of saying, "Fuck you! How dare you?" Yeah, they didn't name all the hookers. Anyway. Deep Silver, yeah, I bet you guys regret. You just regret in general, but you especially regret this game. Now that Deep Silver, I believe, no longer exists. Were they sold off to the Embracer Group? Austrian developer of Division of Plyon, formerly Koch Media. Oh right, okay. So, first of all, apparently Deep Silver still exists, and second of all, yes, I very specifically remember that Deep Silver, for a period of time. Oh, okay. So Plyon is owned by the Embracer Group, so that explains why I thought that Deep Silver was bought by the Embracer Group, is because they were bought by the Embracer Group, basically. God, the Embracer Group. I hope that the leaders of that company just, I'm sitting here just like, I'm hoping just jump off a bridge, all of you. Anyway, setting my feelings about holding companies aside. So a comment that I remember for some reason that like somebody said something that because Deep Silver's parent company is called Koch Media. Koch, K-O-C-H, very common German name because Deep Silver was owned by Germans. Koch Media, for the reference, this Koch Media GmbH, has no affiliation whatsoever with the infamous Koch brothers, Charles and David Koch, who, have been giving a lot of money to destroying American politics and basically trying very hard to turn this place into a third world country in various forms and fashions. So some goofball on a news comment on, I think it was on Destructoid, and it was on some news story about something to do with like Koch Media doing a bad job at something. And someone commented, well, they are owned by the Koch brothers, so fuck them. And it's like, dude, No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Do the bare minimum of research, goddammit. You can Google this. This information, Google still worked back then. Anyway, people are fucking idiots, is my point. And if you play this game, so are you. Go to hell. Okay, that was mean. I'm sorry. I'm just a little angry right now.